What is up, my flim-flam friends? I have another product here today, and I'm demonstrating it in the bathroom because it is a floating electric shaver for bald people. Usually, it doesn't have to be, but it is meant for bald people because this goes all around that gorgeous shiny dome. Now, unfortunately, I am not bald, so I will have to demonstrate this another way. But I will demonstrate it as well as its various features and do so in the most entertaining way possible. So stick around. So, this is the 7D floating electric shaver by Cyruzi. Wunderbar. It looks like this. Hopefully, it looks exactly like that out of the box. It says 7D head shaver, so I'm guessing that's because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, count them, shavers, count them. And it says wet and dry use. It has a travel lock. That's useful, so when you press the button accidentally, it doesn't go brrrr in your bag. Charging reminder tells you when it gets low. 900 milliamp hour lithium battery. Cool, so it lasts a while. And it has a magnetic shaving head. I have a magnetic shaving head. Donk. All right, let's open this up. Let's see if this puppy matches the exact proportions. All right, so we have two sides. We got that side, not letting anything fall. All right, that's the box. And on this side, we have paperwork. We have a wire. USB-C? Do I spy USB-C for my shaving? Yes, we do. I don't like that a lot of razors and shavers have like these double pin or random plugs that only work with that specific shaver. Because then if you lose it, you lose it. Whereas I have a ton of USB-C. So that's great. And flipping this around, whoop, wait. Almost forgot. Itty bitty little brushy. Brush, brush. Brush, brush. Double-sided. All right. Finally, on this side with its clear plastic cover, we have our floating shaver, and we can put that aside. It comes in this little baggie, but it's bigger than I thought. Does it match up to the picture? Let's see. Let's see. How's their advertising? What do you think? Let's see. So it looks like the picture doesn't include this plastic cap, which I guess is fine because they want to be all cinematic and stuff. But it does come with a little cover that just sticks on there, I guess to protect the blades. And otherwise, it looks like there's that screen there. So the screen will probably be over there. And it'll probably require I hold that button. Okay, that's on then. So then if I press it, I need to hold it? Okay, wait, so 3, 2, 1. There we go. Zzz. Pretty high pitched, so it means it's going fast. And then if I just press it again, and then if I press it, press it, press it, press it, press it. All right, shows 100%. The screen is on when I press it on. And if you've already turned it on, you can just press it once and it'll turn on. And then after a few seconds, I'd wager that that quick turn on function kind of switches off and you'll need to hold it again in order to turn it on. So I'm going to give it a little bit and see if it does that while I go over some other features. But obviously, it does look like the box. Sometimes they don't look exactly like. So the proportions, you could see how it fits on my hand. It's actually a really nice shape. It'd give a good bit of leverage if I wanted to smush this on my dome. So here's something interesting. This looks flat, but it curves. These individual blades curve so that they can more closely fit the curves of your face and of your scalp. You can see the slight curve there and how that works. So if you push this down onto a curved surface, all of them will kind of float and meet, since all of these are kind of on rotational axes. So for example, if I put this on my arm, it kind of adheres to it. Not perfectly, since it's more of like a rounded shape meant for the skull, but it does well enough. So I might actually use this on my arm to show how well it works. You can already see that I took a stripe out with a different shaver. Go check out them other videos, by the way. So I did that on my arm, and I'm going to continue along until my arm has no hair left. So I guess I'll do a little bit of this to see how quickly and how easily that removes some hair. But if you're doing this on your scalp, and I'm not going to ruin my gorgeous locks right now, but if you are going to do this on your scalp, you can do it with foam, without foam, dry, wet. It doesn't say specifically Yeah, it says wet and dry use, but it doesn't say specifically what the resistance to water is. Like they'll usually say X7 or X6. It usually says like how exactly. Okay, so this just gives information about it. I hate reading. I'm kidding. I love reading. And this just says when the battery level is below 10, it'll give you a warning, some recommendations, some shaving, and it gives you a great demonstration of how the product is used on our little mannequin fella there. And then it shows how you can remove this entire cap to access the hair that's trapped inside. Ooh, that's another fun function. It's kind of based on this little rubber pivot. So there's a lot of flexibility in here, that's for sure. I'm holding it. The interesting part is this hard edge is not super comfortable. I mean, if I'm holding it like this, it's not that bad. But if I wanted to wrap my fingers around it, my finger wrapping around that is not super comfortable, but it's not that bad. If I hold it like this, I don't get the best leverage because I kind of want to wrap my fingers around, but again, that hard edge. But that's fine, not just a little bit of a gripe. So let's see if we can remove this cap so we can access the portion underneath. And that just lifts right off, magnetic as it says, so it's not clicked on there. And that just comes right off. So no finagling, just grab that, and this will be the, I guess, the receptacle for any wayward hair that ends up in here. And you can see the pins that will spin, and they match with the plastic pieces here. So when this is attached, and you could cut, and this is all the same, it's rotationally symmetrical, so any which way it'll fit. Nice. Oh, there we go. Those bits will spin, and that'll spin the blades in here. So let's see if that reset. It probably resets after a few seconds, but I'll have to hold it. 3. Oh, what did that do? Did that do in reverse? Oh, maybe I need to reset. I see. So wait. So if I hold this to 3, I'm thinking that resets the lock. So then if I press it, nothing will happen. And then if I hold it, that'll unlock the lock, right? And then I can just turn it on and off and on and off. And then to reset the lock, I have to hold this for 1, 2, 3, click. Now it's locked. So now when I press it, it doesn't turn on automatically, and I have to hold it again. 3, 2, 1, and then there we go. Easy enough. And that's at 100% so far. They sent them fully charged, which is very nice of them. All right, time for the demonstration. So you can see my arm is not super hairy, but, you know, it's got a good angle. You could see that shaved strip there. Let's see what it looks like when we get the rest of it over here. Oh, give you a good angle. Oh, man. Look at that go. That's just all gone now. That is smooth. Man, if I wanted to shave my scalp right now, I would have a pretty shiny dome, I'm telling you. But that is real smooth. That's like, let me turn this off. I'm feeling a tiny, oh no, that's back there. Wait, over here, I'm moving my hand back and forth here. I'm not feeling any stubble. That's real close. You can see just the tiniest bit where the hair is starting to poke out of the skin. But otherwise, like if I push my finger into the skin and back, I'm even having trouble feeling the ends of the follicles there. That's real smooth. That's real smooth. So then if I take this up, yeah, we got a tiny bit of hair just trapped in there. Not much arm hair, but now I'm not sure how it would act if I did it for different types of hair, for example. But just one more time, you can see how much hair is here, right? And if we just go against, I'm like going against and with the direction of the hair, kind of going rotationally to get all of it. And that's it. And that's just already, that's just a few seconds, baby smooth. I like it. I like it. Now, if I were bald, I might appreciate it even more because I don't necessarily shave my arm hair that often. But if I ever wanted to, this is what I would use. If I had some stubble and I wanted to go dome smooth, I wanted to reflect some sunlight, I would do this, then put on like some wax, and then like walk out in like the bright sunlight, and I would like reflect the sunlight into people's eyes. That's what I would do. Anyway, I like it. I'm gonna put the cap back on, or I might wash it on the inside because it's just so easy to take off and just Make sure there's no hair left in there. And just whoop, right back on. Put that clip on. It hangs there. Oh, and we want to lock this so that it doesn't accidentally get touched and then turn on. Bam. Now it won't accidentally turn on. And if we need to, we can charge it. I like it. Let me know what y'all think. I'm interested what you think about the arm hair thing. Also, let me know what your pet name is. As in, like, your pet's name, not your pet name from your partner. If you have a pet, I want to know what your pet name is. My cat's name is Shadow. I would not shave him with this. He wouldn't like it. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.